Hey everybody. I don't want to say everybody because there's nobody here yet, I'm sure. Especially since this is sort of an impromptu, well, not sort of, it is an impromptu live. I am Melissa from Generations by Melissa Lorello Designs. And tonight I am actually getting to start. It has been started. It's been prepped a long time ago. A vanity for my granddaughter who is 4 years old. So it's not a great vanity. It's going to be better than what it is now. But since she's only 4 and she's just experimenting with little girl play makeup, I know that it's going to get all kinds of makeup on it and nail polish. So I do have another vanity that I have in preparation for her being a little bit older. It's an antique vanity that I'm going to do for her. But in the meantime, in the interim, she had, this will be the interim piece, but before this, she had one of those little, I don't want to call it a little tyke one. I don't know the brand name of it, but it was just one of those little plastic ones. And she outgrew that very, very quickly. So this will be the interim piece. I don't want to touch this because it's wet. But I wanted to let you know that I am finally starting this piece. It was started months ago. It was supposed to be for her birthday, but with my husband's surgeries and my migraines and everything, I am finally getting to this piece for her. I promised her every time I go there, she asks, gee, when's my vanity going to be done? And my heart breaks a little because I'm like, I promise I'm going to get to it. I do look in on it and it's still in good shape. Now today, because it was sitting months ago, I cleaned it really, really well. And then I sanded it with 220 sandpaper and cleaned it with denatured alcohol and water mixture. So it was good to go. However, since it sat today, what I did is I took denatured alcohol and water mixture and just sprayed it down and wiped it really well and just let it dry. It's already been sanded. It's been in a room where nobody's been at touching it or anything. So it should be good to go. Now what I am going to do, because it's oak and what I started doing today already on it, she requested, originally it was supposed to be white. She's now changed her mind, like many women, little girls do, to pink to match her room. And I did find a pink that's very, very close, but we're going to do some blending and stuff on this as well. Now I'm not going to be able to do that tonight because of this being oak. I am going to use Old Bitty Blocker, and I will hold that up. This is from I Love You line. It is a friend of mine, Kelly's line, and it's called Old Bitty Blocker. So it is supposed to block out any like bleeds of tannin and anything like that. So I've already done that. It's very clear. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's very not like most primers that you would use. I know that a lot of times when I've done kitchen cabinets and furniture and everything, like we'll use a thicker primer. This is almost like water. So it's very interesting and I really like it a lot. It is water-based, so you can wash it soap and water, which is really nice. I did already, like I said, I started this, but I just wanted to show you how easy it goes on. Let me make sure my brush didn't harden up as I was preparing this, but I mean, it just glides right on. It's like water, and you just have to make sure you don't get any drips on it. Let me hold you up here. If you're wondering what this is, this did have 2 holes in it. It had a different handle on it, and we're going down to just a knob. So these were filled, and then I used putty to fill up the holes. So I used like a red putty to fill. So that's what that red mark is. But you just want to make sure you don't have any drips. And after this is put on, you let it dry for about an hour. I'm going to hit the back of it too, because I am going to paint the back of the drawer just to make it be a little more finished. I like to do the back of the drawers depending on, sometimes I just do the, the sides, depending on what the sides are like. if it's a older piece of furniture, depending on what the side's like. This is not, like I said, this is not a great piece of furniture, but it'll be great for a 4-year-old. So that's how the primer goes on. You leave it sit on there, like I said, for about an hour, let it dry, and then you come back. If it has any, I have a feeling that's going to fall over because it has a glide on it that is a little bumpy on the back with a indentation, so it might fall over on me. I'm not sure. But if you hear a bang, that's what it is. Hi, Birdie. How are you doing? Hi, Bev. Hope you're feeling well. I've been thinking of you and praying for you. So anyway, this primer, I love it. It's a clear primer. So what that means to me as well as a furniture artist is if I want to distress, I can do that and have the wood come through. Now this piece, I'm not planning on distressing, but you know how things can change as you go. For her, I don't think I'm going to be distressing it, although her dresser that I have in her bedroom is distressed, but this I don't think I'm going to do. So anyway, right now, tonight, like I said, we are just taking a little bit of this clear primer and priming the whole thing. I'm going to let it sit for an hour. If it has any type of, once it's dry after an hour, if it has any type of raised grain from the primer, I'll go back and just hit it with a high, maybe a 320 sandpaper grit, just to knock down the high edges, if there are any at all. And then I will put a second coat of this on, just because. That's what the directions say to do, and sometimes I break the rules, but I do like to follow directions if I can, but I am a rule breaker too. So I do a little bit of both. Like, what do I want to say? Like usually if I start with a brand, I like to follow through with the whole brand, because when they make them, then they know that they work together. However, on this piece, I'm mixing a bunch of different kind of paints, and not a bunch, but maybe 3 different brands of paint, something like that. Hey, Karen, how are you doing today? I'm rested. I'm rested from my weekend. It took a little bit of time, but I am rested. I'm finally getting to this piece for Ella. Poor Miss Ella is waiting patiently for her Vanity. So I'm finally getting to it, and I'm just putting some clear primer on. This is from Kelly's line, the I Love You line. It's Old Bitty Blocker, so I have to be very careful because it's almost like water. That's how liquidy it is. But anyway, the poor girl is finally going to get her Vanity. And I'm with them tomorrow. Now, obviously, this won't be done tomorrow because of the wait time. After this is done, the first coat, I'll wait an hour, put a second coat on, and then, to be honest, I'll probably go to bed and let it sit overnight, which is fine. And then I'll come back. I'll give it a light sanding if it's needed, and like I said, that's if it's even needed. And then I'm going to go to town with the colors, which I'm very excited about. And I'm glad that we changed it from white to the pink. And now see, this is drippy because it's dripping all over my leg. I'm going to be all sticky. That's okay. That's what paper towels are for, and showers, right? So let me show you the colors that we chose. And I think you guys helped me choose them. Let me see if I can read this. She'll be so happy to have it in her room. She will when I put her for her nap. I usually watch the grandkids on Tuesdays. Now I got out of whack a little bit, out of sync with them on Tuesdays because of Lou's surgeries and stuff and him not being able to be by himself. So I did get a little out of sync with them. But last week I watched him, and when I put her in for her nap, one of her first questions was, where are we putting the Vanity when you're done with it? I'm like, I think over here, but that's really up to your mom. But let me show you the color that we're doing. The color that we chose, most of the paints that we're going to use are from I Love You, and I'm going to have a bunch of them because even though there's not a lot of space to do a lot of blending on this, I mean, it's not like a full dress or anything, so I don't know how much blending I'm going to be able to do. I just want to make it a little more interesting than just one color. So we'll see. I mean, the top, I'll be able to do some blending. So it'll be fun because these open up like these, what I was just priming, they open up on the sides where she can put all her little goodies and everything. And then it has a mirror, which it's still wet, but the mirror goes on the back here. So anyway, most of my colors are going to be I Love You, but the one that we chose that matched her wall in her room the best, she has like an accent wall. It's all her other walls are a light gray, and then she has this pink accent wall. And the best color that is the most familiar, or the most matchy, should I say, to that is from Daydream Apothecary paint, which is called Hibiscus. And I did paint this stick just to show you. I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but that is the color of the paint. It's such a pretty color. And then I'm going to throw in some other colors. I don't know if you can see all of these, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put all of these on here, but hey, we'll see what happens. You know, as you start to paint, that's when you start to just create and see how it feels. Hey Jim, how are you doing? I haven't been up to your place in a long time. I'm going to have to come up and see what pieces of furniture you have, so I can, since I'm back into painting furniture. Hey Matt, how are you, sweetheart? I'm getting Ella's vanity ready. So another color that I'm going to use is from I Love You. It's called Pucker Up, and this is a pink. So she does have some of that like in her duvet cover. In some of the flowers, so that is a real pink color. This one is, and she has all different kinds of pinks, and she's a pink girl. She's like her Aunt Madison, my youngest daughter, who is on here. Hi Deborah. This is called Dusty Desert Pink, so we're going to use some of that as well. And we're just going to go from, like I said, the main color is going to be the Hibiscus from the Daydream Apothecary. Another color that we're going to use is this Whiskey Rose, if I didn't show that to you already. So we have Whiskey Rose, Pucker Up. There's just a slight difference. Well, there's more than a slight difference, but on there you can't see them too well. And then we're throwing this light one in. So I think those three colors are going to be like sort of accent colors within my blending. And then, like I said, with this color in the mix of it, that's going to be the main one to match. So hopefully you guys can see that. And then I just, she did have another knob picked out for it, but that's pink. So I just ordered another knob today, and I ordered a white one. So either we'll leave it white, or I'll do something, or maybe paint something on there that she likes, maybe a butterfly or something from these colors, so that it'll go on there. Or we'll see how the pink looks, because I do have a pink chair that goes with it, or a pink stool. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I have all my stuff here ready. I don't have my studio set up, so I'm still upstairs here, but it has a good window for good lighting and everything, so we're good. Hi Barb, how are you? Just getting this little vanity done for my granddaughter finally. She's going to be so happy that it's getting done. I can't wait to tell her I started priming it when I see her tomorrow. Now tomorrow, when I have them, I think I went to a show over the weekend at an orchard, and they have this kids section, and so I think I'm going to take the kids there tomorrow, and that's going to be a lot of fun. They have this like big jumping thing. It's like this blow up thing that they can jump on, and I think we might stay for lunch and have ice cream and stuff, and then get home in time for Ella's nap. So those are the colors for the vanity. Hopefully tomorrow, after I get home from kids sitting them, I got corrected on that last week. They did a live with me and I said I was babysitting, and Ella corrected me right away that I was not babysitting, I was kids sitting. They're not babies. So so after I'm done kids sitting, hopefully tomorrow when I get home, I can start with the colors and see how that all works out. And yeah, So that's where I'm at. So you guys, thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad that you popped on, and I look forward to doing this as just my starter piece and moving forward and jumping back into this full force. I have some really cool pieces that I've picked up, and I'm excited to do those. I have a lot of chairs that I'm going to be doing after taking Heike's class. If you guys haven't taken Heike's class, please do so. It's wonderful, and I can't wait to do that and use the decoupage papers that I have. So I will see you guys tomorrow evening, okay? Take care and have a great night. God bless you guys. Bye.